Yo! Hello! Yeah! Okay. Just Team Fortress. Oh man. Probably go to the gym here a little bit. I need to get some pre-workout and that. Buy my cheaper stuff. Actually, I haven't been spending much money. I'm actually kind of happy. Let's do the bitch lag.
I see you. Don't get too cocky. I've got more sense just waiting. And I did it all. How do you like it? Spend your jaws, imbeciles, before I decide to shut the pod.
But yeah, today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. We finally get to go back to work. Oh no, they're gonna jump me!
I see you. Buy things. Not that it will matter. You'll still die. That's only the beginning.
Nice.
There's a lot more gift.
Just gave me all my ammo back. Oh no. Well, anyway, I was listening to this, to Taylor the Fiend. I haven't listened to it in a while now. He has this one video of this girl. This man was videotaping this girl. And the dude gets a DNA test done.
I shot your eye out.
With his daughter and that. And and he ends up coming back not being his. So he buys his girlfriend like a bunch of little gifts and shit. Just little stuff and that. She's doing dishes and that. She's a good looking woman and that, you know. She had her, you know, she had the fat butt and all that stuff and that, you know. She was very pretty. She had a little dress on that, like, showed how dedicated she is towards him or whatever it is. And,
The fact your survival is an accomplishment is pathetic.
he was sitting there, giving all these gifts and that, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden they had a fraternity test. And with it, and she was just like, what is this? It's like, read it. He's like, I know. He's like, I had doubts that it wasn't my child. It's like, I was like, I had doubts. I was like, you cheated on me. She's like, wait a minute, no, why this, why that? Like, basically, like, saying, like, I was like, I didn't do anything wrong, I didn't do nothing wrong, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I was like, you was very calm about it, too, because you kind of already knew. He's like, you cheated on me. He's like, why'd you wait 3 years for that? And he's like, it doesn't matter, because, you know, I was just wanting you to come out and say. See, the thing is, we wanted to stop the situation. This was, if she would have came out and stated up front and said, like, yeah, that's, you know, that, you know, I did it with another man, that, And he just like, it would have been harsh at first, and been like, okay, why'd you do that? And, you know, how many excuses people make up. I was drunk, I was high, I was this, I was that. Like, dude, no, like, that's why you don't date for just looks. Not saying everyone with looks is stupid, because I get that shit a lot. I mean, people look at me like sometimes they're like, "Oh, you're attractive looking." I'm thinking that I'm dumb because I'm attractive looking. No, it's because I have dry skin on my face and that. Because I have bags and whatnot. That's not one reason why that shit happens. At least I have noticed. Some days are better than others. But yeah, these guys are really working really good and make men understand that there's. Well, actually, there's some men out there that don't give in to the bullshit. They just sit there and be like, "Hey, you cheated on me, and you want me to sit here and act like nothing happened because you have a lifestyle that's very tame. The dude pays for everything, whatever it is. She's a stay-at-home mom and that, which is great, you know. If a guy makes enough money in that, or he has enough money, and he wants to start a family, then, you know, that's the whole point. If he has his first $1 million in, he knows he's making good money in that, and you know that he can eventually invest into getting a house in that. Fucking amazing. But to have someone come in your life and be like, when they first like got together, he was just like, oh, they had a kid and that, all emotionally tied in that. This woman knew damn well that she cheated on him. But she's like, I gotta keep it a secret. You can't keep secrets. Everyone finds out. The thing is, people, when they lie or when they cheat or when they do something negative, it shows.
This is how I remember the worship.
Doesn't matter how faked you are, someone's gonna find out and someone's gonna tell this person. Or, you know, you're like, oh, don't say anything towards anyone that I did this. Like, you're flat out lying to this person. It's just like with men. If men cheat on their girlfriends, that they try to hide in that. You know what? Most men that cheat on their girlfriends are low down men that do that because that's all they care about. You know, actual men that are civil, honor, and stuff, they honor their relationship. You know, because sex is not the most important thing. But some people get into their heads that it is. And then they wonder why, when someone says once you become a cheater, you're always a cheater. Exactly. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Once you're a cheater, you're always a cheater. Always. When you physically cheat on someone, I get if talking to another woman or talking to another guy and you guys get close in that, you guys talk about naughty things and that, and be stupid and that, it's still a form of cheating. It's a mental cheating. Everyone goes through that mental cheating type stuff. Once you physically go through it, and you have actual intercourse, you're a full-on cheater. You're just a cheater. You're going to be like that for the rest of your life. That's why it's very important for people to understand that, you know, sex is a very important thing with two people. It's what brings people together in relationships. And some people will never understand that because they're so into this you know, I can do whatever I want to do things, but there's consequences to it. You're emotionally staining your soul every single time you do an act like that. And basically what happens is you become dull to that emotion. So which means you'll never be truly happy. Yeah, that's why a lot of people say that have issues. They always will have issues like that.
Ammo here.
Like, the best way to not be a cheater after you go through the cheating phase, if you do it, is to not be with anyone for multiple years. Is to establish yourself that you can push without having actual physical, sexual needs. That's the best way to do it. And probably find God or something, because finding something to put your faith in and something that you could put your mind in, well, it purifies you. It makes you think other things. I know people don't believe in that stuff and that because they're full on dumb. They think it's boring or unjust. And that's cool. Because I get it. A lot of people do kind of go through those cycles and that.
Evil in your foot. Sweet.
You know, I do understand that people are going to be
How do you like it?
negative and be stupid and do dumb shit. Especially younger people in that.
Armor.
A lot of it has to do with your family, who's raising you. It's like when a kid runs on their own to be raised, the biggest thing that always seems to happen, you can't raise yourself with no one to raise. As in, you can't raise yourself with nothing. You're always going to look for someone to raise you, to someone to carry you. That's just how the world works. I know people will say all these things and that I could do it myself, and I just know that you say that means that there's a huge chance you're probably going to end up failing. You're probably going to end up going on some type of narcotic, or you're going to live off the fucking streets waiting for someone to pick you up. That's all it is. Shit, I wish I knew that 10 years ago. Fuck.
Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die.
That would be nice.
That looks
That means killing his ass.
But, you know, life is what it is. We gotta take it with what we have. You know, when you're a kid and that, you always think you're gonna be a doctor, be this, be that, be this. But knowing how hard that is to go through all that is... That's not more difficult than what people think.
that was anything but luck. I would be impressed. Area insecure.
I can smell that.
That's why people always say it's always good to train your children to be the best they can be, to prolong the legacy that you have as a man and as a woman. You know, sometimes you get people that are just spoiled, have issues, they can't push harder than everybody else.
Hello, blood.
Like, I see it with my family too. You know, like my dad's a very talented person. It's just he has too much emotions, and his emotions are literally why he can't perform the way he needs to perform. And so, as my family, when he was younger, and his father, my grandfather, you know, went through a lot. No, he's the one that went through, you know, the wars and that, all that stuff and that, you know, and he had to push himself. And so knowing that made it to the point where his life was a lot harder than mine. And then when you start seeing that from that perspective, how hard his life was compared to my life, I'm hugely grateful of him. I'm part of his legacy.
I guess I'm old-fashioned at heart.
You know, I have to say I'm part of my dad's legacy, but my dad's legacy is part of my grandfather's legacy. They have basically similar things. My dad was in the military and that, but you know, but now I have to be the one that surpasses the rest of my family in whatever I can do. If it's from being filthy rich, or if it's from just, you know, being a good person that and honor myself and be a good worker and that, do what I have to do. Or just like I am now, be a very talkative person that talks about bullshit all day. Get the fuck off of me! Fuck off. I hate these damn dudes. Fuck you. I remember to kill those dudes first, just because they're assholes. Oh yeah. There's so many fucking damn dudes. Dude, fuck off.
through my results if you die too fast. Buy armor. Pod closing soon. Hurry up.
Oh, wow, that lag's horrible. What the fuck? That's crazy. But yeah, it's like the more I think about my life, that's why I started a YouTube channel. Now I gotta do something to put a hobby on me. Despite the fact that I haven't been able to, I've been deleting most of my streams because of how, like, pathetic YouTube is with how you talk and that. I'm a very bold person. I don't like going with the rules of bullshit when I know that my freedom should be not checked over my beliefs or over what my opinions are.
I'm all give.
And how people get massively offended over stupid shit. Like one of the overnight girls I work with from that, I guess I call her Angel now, she's pretty cool now. And we were always talking about, like, we bring up the transgender thing and that, because she has a friend that is transgender and that, and like,
Do you hear what I hear? A sight. I see you.
so we bring it up in that, and we talk about it in depth in that, and she just like, I get why people do it, I'm not going against it, it's what I want to do, and that, I was like, I don't give a shit what people do anyway. What the?
How badass am I?
All that I go against is people trying to so-called manipulate the situation of people. And try to say that you should do this because this is the next fad, this is the next cool thing, or whatever it is. It's the same thing with people like making videos and waving guns and on Facebook and TikTok and that, waving guns around that, and they like act really gangster and that. It's so stupid because you're basically telling yourself that you're a criminal. And people be like, well, but I'm not a criminal. But that's the intention people are going to get. That's the whole point.
I guess I'm old-fashioned.
It's like online stuff is great. Like they'll make easy money off being stupid because that's basically what it is. Like all these things are purely entertainment. Oh my god, where am I going? Dude, get the fuck off of me! God damn it, game! The bash is supposed to knock him away, it doesn't knock him away. All because they get grabbed by that fucking cocksucker. God damn, I hate this fucking game sometimes. Fuck. No, man, it grabs you and it makes you look down and your character's a fucking moron. Because you can't. I fucking hate every other class besides Berserker, basically. God, that's so fucking annoying. Because I'm in a really good, like, way of thinking. Like, my mind is very precise. I'm like, okay, I'm doing good. Unless I get grabbed by a fucking douchebag. And everyone swarms you up against a fucking damn wall. All because your guy's slow as dog shit and you can't run through. If I try to bash him, guess what happens? I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Because he points my camera down, and as soon as I look up, I'm like, well, okay, I got a split second to figure out where I'm at. And all of a sudden, you know, or the game's lagging too, because this has to fucking lag on my fucking damn stream. My internet fucking sucks. Fuck you, Spectrum. Get better, bitch. I don't know if it's my Spectrum or it's my PS5 or it's just the game itself. But yeah, I hate being grabbed. I think grabbing's dumb. Fuck off, bitch.
And I did it all.
Anyway, back to what the fuck I was talking about. I can tell my energy's getting higher now because I'm getting frustrated with bullshit. Fuck you, game. It's time to go work out angry. It's actually the best way to work out. Oh yeah, Angel, now we were talking about the transgender thing and that, and she was saying that she knew someone that went through it in that, and that this person has a crush on her, and she was just like, you know, okay, but I don't like you like that, you know, because, you know, biologically you're not a man kind of thing, you know, it's like I can't do nothing with you, you're not a man, and it's like, okay, you know, that's basically what it is. It's horrible to state that you are something that you know that you're not. Just like what I was talking about before, that when that girl cheated on that dude, and that the dude got a fraternity test because he knew that. It's like a lie. You lie to yourself to think that everything's okay, but you know it's not. So if people say fake it till you make it, that's not actually what that terminology actually means. It means be professional so you can get paid and have money that you be professional. Like if you know your life's at stake of not making money, you learn how to be professional. You know, when you're living off of people, so to speak, like I am, as of right now, I could take advantage of that and I could save up money. Other people don't have that mindset. I tell people all the time that you got to save up money while you're young. If you start at 18 years old, I don't give a fuck where you work at. Most fast food restaurants are going to pay you 15 to 16 bucks an hour. You can make a enormous amount of money. Be professional. Do what you have to do. Aim for higher heights and that. Do whatever you gotta do. If people don't want to promote you because of the way that you are and that, because like say like you're gonna be a certain person. Because I get that a lot. So I'm very bold in that. I don't give in to emotions that much because I think emotions are rather pitifully annoying that people give into them 24/7. They want everyone to feel for them and say, poor me, poor me, poor me. And it's just like, no, it is poor you, but it's you that's the problem. It's like, I get that. You know, most people go through that, but that's not how it works. Especially when a man does it. The man does it, another man calls that person a pussy or calls him a coward. They get offended by it. It's like, yeah, you're being a coward. It's a form of saying that you're scared of your own manhood. And some people are just like, that's not what it is, because, you know, they always say toxic masculinity and all this bullshit, and they make up so much crap on that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sometimes you gotta decorate.
I'm like, number one, that's not how life works. The leading men of the world, the ones that, you know, that have all the money, are the ones that work really good jobs, that they bust their ass, are the ones that get benefit from it. they're more happy and successful. They have more money, they have more things, they get more women, they have more cars, they have more everything. They have more everything.
Chestnut. How do you like that?
And so, like, that mentality is...
I don't like it.
It's like I was watching this anime called Demon School. They said, what are your desires? What do you want to do? That's how life is. What are your desires? What do you want to do with life? He said, I want to be a millionaire. How are you going to be a millionaire? What's up, Parker? There's a lot of things you can do. You could be a freaking Fortnite boy and train to be a good Fortnite player and become a millionaire off that very easily. Cool. Are you willing to put in the discipline of training yourself to be good? Are you going to be like QXC or Corks, whatever the fuck his dumbass name is, and be a big old fucking pussy? Big old crybaby. Makes millions of dollars off his fan base. He's like, I like streaming all day. Dude streams for 16 hours a day. You know the dude doesn't have a life outside his computer room. But you say, oh, he makes a lot of money. What does that have to do with anything? He's not doing anything. If you make easy money, you're not disciplined enough to be that real man or that real woman. Like, I see, like, I listen to this, listen to women, like, I talk to so many people, just randomly talk to people on that. So, like, I mentioned there's this woman up at QT in that. I'm thinking that she's probably, like, in her 50s. Not a bad person, I have nothing against her and that, but the way she thinks is really fucking dumb. So she does a feminist type stuff from that. So I actually asked her all this question, and she actually gave me some legitimate answers. She was married to a dude. I said, was there any problems in your relationship? She says no. Everything was fine. She stayed with him because of the children that she wanted to have with him. She said this, he wanted to have them. Oh no, you wanted to have them with him. See, that's the stuff I don't like when someone says, well, he wanted to have us, I gave into it. No. You want to have them with him. When people say, I gave in to that man, and that's why we had kids. No, you want to spread your leg. You want to have kids with that man. Oh, my mom's here. Hold on. Oh, she's talking to someone on the phone. And that's why, and the first thing she said is, she said that she divorced him after the kids got old enough. I'm like, why? And that's why I said, was he a bad man? Did he do anything wrong? He abused you? It's like, no, I just didn't want to be with him. I'm like, are you fucking for real? Like, so you wasted 18 years of your life, if not more, being with a man, being married, having kids with him, and now you're complaining about how miserable you are? I'm like, wow, you cannot be that dumb. I'm like, how ignorant is that? And she's like, I'll eventually find my Prince Charming. You already had your Prince Charming. And I told her, I'm like, that is the biggest bullshit thing ever. Like, that is bullshit. They're lying to you. That's not what happens. I'm sorry. I'm like, you had your Prince Charming, you decided to leave him because of the dumbest fucking reason ever. Because you want to be a corporate woman and you can't even get a good job at 55 years old to be able to be that. You're working at QT. Cool, you're 50-something years old. Why don't you work someplace else and keep on building up? She worked at a gym. Like, I'll never work at a gym. You know why people work at gyms? Because they're easy. Exactly the point. Because they ain't got time to do other things than that. I ain't got time to stress my ass out because I don't want to. I mean, I don't mind it because I'm very well disciplined to do it. But I want to do other things. That's why I have a YouTube channel. That's why I lift weights. That's why I talk to people. That's why I educate people. That's why I go through the cycles of things and that. I want people to know how, life can be better for them if they just sit down and stop being so stupid with very obvious things. And like I was telling her, it's like, you're not going to find your Prince Charming. I said the new girl on the block is probably all going to grab a guy that you like. A new 21-year-old, a new 25-year-old girl, super fucking hot, skinny, fat tits, whatever that is, it's gonna be out putting you out because you are, you're a middle-aged woman, and you're kind of fucked right now. So now you're gonna have to literally work for 10, 20, 30 years. You're gonna be, 80 years old before you could even retire. Just to say, and you're going to sit there and cry that you don't have a man, in which the man, because you say this, well, he's not in a relationship either. I bet you that guy's in a relationship. I bet you that guy found someone that's younger. That's going to be, because evidently he has money. That's why she divorced him. Because she don't have anything. Saying that she wants to be a corporate woman and that with being broke. No, you're a corporate woman that by taking some hard-earning guy's money just because you wanted to. If she even stated, oh, he still has grudges over me divorcing him. I would too. I wouldn't be talking to you. Dum-dum. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, that is all we do for the kids. And kids already know. They're looking at you like, why'd you divorce Dad? Oh, because I want to live this mentalized life that literally doesn't mean anything. I live in a bubble because, she's probably a liberal, I'm guessing. She lives in a bubble and she's a fucking moron for doing that dumb shit. Treating that dude like crap, and it's just like, wow, really? Now, I could see, like, someone saying, like, oh, he was a horrible man, that, he treated me like stuff and that, blah, 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 blah. Then I'd be like, okay, where's the proof at? But she was up front with it. She was like, yeah, we're still best friends in that. I guess. She doesn't like me because I cheated on him. I'm sitting there like, or not I cheated on that, I divorced him. I'm like, you're crazy as hell. What the fuck is that garbage shit? Like, how can you just be like, and now you're miserable sitting there with probably a cat and a dog, like, oh my god, life's so bad for me. I gotta work 40 hours a week. And she's like struggling to do her job and that. And she's complaining about it. Like, there's so much stuff to do. She's like wiping down stuff and complaining about it. There's so much stuff to do. I'm like, yeah, the timing management of QT is very hard because you get massive benefits of QT. And I'm just there like laughing to myself, like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was blown with this. There's always going to be a new girl as you get older, and there's always going to be some hotter girl that's going to sit there and take your man's place. I'm sorry. Your man's going to date someone probably 15 years younger, if not younger, probably like someone like, because he already has kids, probably someone in like their 30s and that. She's going to be in super good shape and that. She's going to be very, attractive looking. And he's going to give her everything. And you're going to sit there and cry when you got pictures of them going to Dubai, going to all these places that you wish to go to, but you couldn't go to because you chose to divorce this man. And so now he has to sit there and he wants to be happy. He ain't going to sit there and be miserable. And that's what it is. He's not going to sit there and be miserable. It doesn't matter what you think of him. He's gonna sit there, he's gonna get a relationship, he's gonna be happy, and you're gonna sit there like an idiot when he's taking pictures on Facebook with some girl with huge jugs, and it's gonna be massively more attractive looking than you, and you're gonna sit there and cry. What do you expect? You tormented that man. The back of that man's mind, he already knew that you were gonna leave him. You tell him, I'm staying here with you because of the children. He's like, but I don't treat you bad. Oh, no, it's okay, baby. He's like, no, it's not okay. The dude was thinking he was going to be with you because he loved you, and you betrayed that love by thinking you have to be a feminist crazy person, you know, a full libtard, and sitting there and complaining about something that literally has been given to you by this man's hard work. You know, you probably got divorce money and that. All of a sudden you're broke because you had to be, you know, whatever the hell that she had to do. And I'm like, you should have stayed with him. Like, there was no need to think, I need to look for Prince Charming to do with the 6-pack, 6 foot, 6 figures, and all this garbage shit that people think. And it's never going to happen, darling. Number one, you're not that attractive looking. You're like average at best. You're like maybe like a 5 at best. I think I'm a 10. No, you ain't no 10. You can say it's because of your age and all that stuff and that's cool, but your personality sucks, first of all. When you got a personality issue and that, I'm not saying that she had a bad attitude, but like the way she thinks and that is just like fucking dumbfounded. And I'm looking at her like, I see that like a lot of older women and that, they'll sit there at certain ages that because they'll think I'm young, and they'll sit there and be like, they'll want to get close to me because I look young, I look fresh, I look all this stuff and that. That's what happened up at White Castles. One of the older ladies and that, you know, she's maybe 10 years older than me, and she was trying her hardest to get with me, and she was always being sweet to me and that, and then when I didn't give her what she wanted, she got me fired from the job. I'm like, this is why we don't accept this shit. Because there's a lot of times that men do get treated like crap and that. They get treated like pawns and that because they're single, they're invested, they don't want to do anything like that, they just want to have their fun and that, like myself. And I get treated like I'm just, you know, a piece of fucking meat too. You know, it's like these fuck boys out there. There's fuck girls too. There's girls that will walk around and screw just to screw. You know, I actually met a couple of them. You know, there's a couple that always constantly cheat on their boyfriends and that, and their boyfriends still stay with them. Like, dude, like, you're dumb as hell. Like, I believe she'll change. All that man. If a man can change, that woman's not going to change. That's how it works. But when a man does change and the woman doesn't accept it, like I know an actual scenario, with actually a good ass scenario to talk about. The girl I'm talking about, me and her were, you know, getting close to that. She had a boyfriend. That boyfriend I talked to literally went through dramatic changes in his life. He literally transformed his life to be better. And he transformed in person. He got a job with a friend that he became a carpet cleaner now for houses and that. So basically he owns his own business. And the dude makes enormous amount of money. Dude makes probably like $2,000 or $3,000 or so, you know, a week or something like that, or whatever that is. Holy fuck! I chopped him in half. Oh, where's his body? Whee! Awesome. And the dude changed her lifestyle. She quit her. She got rid of her job at Taco Bell and that. And she sat there and she started, you know, she quit for like 6 months. 6 months not working. He paid for all the bills and that because he made enough money to do it. In my mind, when he had that job and that, he should have left her. Because they were using each other at the time, that, but he cleaned up and that, you know, he stopped being lazy. And he started doing it, and he did it because he actually loved this girl. he loved her child in that. He knew her ex. He knew the baby daddy in that he was just a piece of shit person in that. He was a doper and all that stuff in that, whatever it was. And me and him talked about it in that. And he's like, yeah, she cheated on me the first time. I broke up with her in that. No. And she got back together with me in that because of this and that, you know, basically because she didn't know who else to be with. Because once you get that, men don't want to be with you. And that almost got me caught. She's a very pretty woman in that. I ain't gonna lie. She was very, very sexy. You know, she was short, fat booty, nice skinny waist in that, very pretty face and smile in that. But that was all fluke. That was all bullshit. You know, when she was younger in that, she used to be, a go-go dancer. And she used to be a really drunk one, too, before she told me that. Because she would show me pictures of herself. And, like, she would say, yeah, I used to do that stuff and that. She made easy-ass money in that. It's like, where's your money now? Why the hell are you so broke? Like, literally, why are you so broke? You know how much go-go dancers making money? Thousands a day. You know, I used to see them when they used to come up to Taco Bell and White Castles and that. Massively gorgeous looking women. Skinny, fit as hell, pretty face, pretty everything. They were just so good looking that guys literally throw hundreds at them. But once you kind of have that mentality in your head, it changes you.
I don't see it.
It's called a sin for a reason. I don't think people understand that when you give in to one sin, gluttony, pride, greed, it stains your soul because that's what you want more than balance. That's what you want more in life is them sort of things. There's the reason why, mine, I can't say what mine is because I don't think my sin, what I crave the most of all the sins and that. Like, if you put a number ratio on greed, I can't say I'm greedy in that because I don't like buying shit and that. I really don't care for that. I like saving stuff, that's about it. Gluttony, I do like to eat, but it's not emotional. If you put emotions to it, that's what it comes down to. I would say lust is probably one of the ones that I would say that my mind kind of drafts over to is being perverted. But the number is not high enough to be a total sin. It's a sin, but it's not I don't chase after women and that like most guys do. I calm myself down throughout the years. So now I devote myself to being, more open-minded with things. And honestly, it works out pretty well. Like when you hear a woman say all men are all perverts and that, everyone's a pervert. I say, who doesn't like sex? Literally. If you say you don't like sex, then you're just lying to yourself. Now, there's so many people out there that want to say that stuff and that, be like, well, I don't live. No. When you lie to yourself about something, it's more or less likely that's what it is. Just be truthful. I already know. Now, is it as bad as it used to be? No. Not even close.
Let's take a little
I used to be a huge perverted person. I used to look up a lot of porn and that. You know, when I was younger and that, I got into a lot of stuff in that. Most of it is video game stuff and that animation and stuff like that, just because, you know, it's just what I was watching a lot, so my mind went into that kind of state of things. That's the reason why, you know, like, a woman themselves, I don't find them as, I found them attractive, but my mindset was so much onto animation, that's why I'm not a simp, so to speak. Because I don't give in to those urges. Like, when, like, say, like, people watch Amarith all the time. Amarith's a very beautiful woman. I ain't gonna lie, she's a very attractive woman. Of all the women I've seen now, Amarith's probably the top attractive woman. She has a goddess face. She's a very beautiful woman in the face in that. Her body in that, everybody's good in that. Everybody's very good in that, but, like, her face is what makes her Amarith. Not many women I see have face like her. Maybe a couple of them are kind of close. That's why she makes all the money. But she's very attractive looking. Before she got her boobs done in that, you know, she was a very beautiful woman altogether. She didn't need to have her boobs done. She got her boobs done for the whole sex appeal thing. Like, she's very beautiful in that. But that's just how it is. When they say, like, I listened to a bodybuilder guy called Greg Doucette. He talked about influencers being shredded all year round, that being like 6% body fat and shit. Yeah. And like, you usually kind of talk about people being shredded and that, like people do unrealistic stuff and that body dysmorphia. To where basically what it is, body dysmorphia means that you don't like your own skin. You don't like what you look like, period. So you have to sit there and develop yourself to be like say, like once when someone loses weight, so to speak, like if I ever got a six-pack, I would always think about the six-pack. Not me in general, I was saying, if you know, back then, that I'd be so devoted to that. Why? Because everyone would look at me and say, wow, you're the guy that's really hot with that, with the six-pack and the pecs, and then you got big arms and that. You know, little girls love to look at you and touch you and that. But the problem is, most guys can't perform. So when a woman, so it has a lot to do with somewhat women wanting that. I'm just like, for a woman to be sexy is a lot different than a man. Absolutely. Because men back then, they weren't as big as they are now, like bigger arms than that, you know, and all that stuff. That they were in good shape of that, but they weren't gigantic fucking people. People are more, well, they didn't eat as much as they do now. People eat a lot of fucking food now. People eat a lot of fucking food now.
Get some break. Chestnuts roasted.
This lag's so shite. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of problems with people that like they just. People think that these people are healthy that because they're that skinny and that. It's actually quite the opposite. People have unrealistic type and tendencies about how they should be, and like they get to that point in their life because people keep on pushing them to be that, the hype, the money, all that stuff, and that, and it's crazy. It's super harmful too. And I think I'm gonna get done with this one, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. I gotta go to the supplement superstore to get some pre-workout and that. Abomination. Oh no, fuck that. I'm waiting for that email. We're at here. Omzo. Yeah, Lynetta hasn't talked to me yet. I've been seeing Fungum. Thought she'd be coming on a little bit more than that, but I don't know what's going on with her. She's probably dealing with some depression stuff.
I guess I'm old-fashioned at heart.
Where the fuck's this guy at?
How do you like it? Time to give him the present.
Yeah, see how that speed ups a lot, so I like the speed.
Not the other way around.
Oh, blow me. But yeah, it's just like I think about it nowadays. Like when I go to the gym, and I see these guys are really ripped in that, or they.
The trainer thought
There was one guy that came in. He was really like skinny in that. He was in good shape in that. I mean, his size was. I mean, I probably had a little. He probably had a little bit more meat on him than I did. He looked a little bit more. Not really buff, but he looked like he had more mass than me. And he was sitting there, dude was ripped. He was like 9% body fat or whatever it was, and walking around the gym. He walked around the gym for like, I don't fucking know, for like 30 minutes, and then he went home. Dude didn't work out at all. He was so like determined to sit there and be like, I'm walking to the gym looking good. He's all like, oh yeah, look at me. And like he got no fucking attention. No one gave him any type of, like, no girls flirting with him, and I'm like, dude. Number one, if you're trying to get a woman, this is the biggest mistake that almost every man makes. When you're trying to get a woman to give you attention, you give them what you call a spark of attention. You give them baby attention. You say, you don't even give them fucking attention. You look at them.
I remember the word.
So, like, this is what the problem is. Oh, you fucktard. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass fucked. Ah!
I'll make sure the next round gets challenged. The Resupply pod is open. Spend your caution. We'll salvage
But yeah, it's just really funny though that like
the forearm shields usually survive.
people, some guys always assume that it's like, I'm already sexy, girls should fall in love with me and be like, because I'm good looking, because I got, like, dude, most women that are really good shape,
Or as fast as you can.
they date guys, yes, in good shape. They also date guys that actually just have, they just work out. They're not there like walking around. They're like, yeah, at the gym. They're like, I'm already going to the gym right now. I know there's gonna be a lot of good-looking women up there because I always see like the same girls not up there at this time. I know they're gonna have the fat butts and the nice little boobies and all that stuff. And that cool beans, that's awesome. I would tell a lot of guys, man, beat off before you go to the gym. If you're going to the gym, that has a lot of good-looking women. That beat off, dude. Smack your beat off. Give yourself that non-temptation because you ain't got time.
I made a list. I checked twice. How do you like it? I made it.
It takes it forever to switch his fucking weapons. Damn, dude. Fucking die, bitch.
Spend your Josh, imbeciles. Before I destroy
Big-headed motherfucker. Okay. Yay, win.
Bell must have had some sort of
But yeah, I'm gonna finish this off and then I'm gonna go to the gym. But yeah, it's like, just focus on yourself, things come to you. Period. Like when people are out there trying to chase something, especially women and that, dude, I'll tell you what. I got women more attracted to me just because I ignore a lot of things. I ignore my own emotions, and when you start to learn not to get so much attention, like do the whole baby thing, like, oh, baby, this, I love you, everything, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're so sweet. No, 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 no. Women hate that shit. Women ain't damn dogs. They're more like cats. As in, cats only want attention when they want attention. So when you ever give a cat attention when they're laying down not doing nothing, they're like, fuck you, leave me alone. That's basically what it is. Like women always, like people, like men always think, well, women are like dogs, so they always want attention and affection 24/7. You always rub them and they give attention. No, no, no. They're like cats. They don't want attention 24/7. They want attention when they need attention. And sometimes they want attention. Girls are trained to give off signals for men to understand. See, the thing is, men are dumb nowadays. They don't understand the signals. So say like a woman comes out to you and she smiles at you. There's a huge chance she'll probably want you to say hello. Just say hello. Hey, how you doing? But in some people's minds and that, because they're not trained, like I wasn't trained when I was younger, we instantly think like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. Dude, being a man is knowing what to say. Say, hey, how you doing? I don't know what you're going to look at. Women don't look at looks the same way that men look at looks. So, like, when a woman looks at a man, the idea that you might have in your head that you need to be is not what that woman wants. Some women want the ripped, skinny dudes in that, yes. But the thing is, they want a good personality that goes with it. So, when a woman in that looks at a man that, this happens to me a lot. I talk to women that are more my age than that, maybe a little bit younger than me. And like I talked to Angel about that because I asked one about that. I say, would you prefer a guy that gives you attention like a dog, constantly giving you attention, or you prefer a guy to give you attention like a cat, where it's off and on, it's more surprising and spontaneous? And she was like, yeah, I want, because she's having problems with her ex and that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I want him to lead. I want him to be the one to say, hey, let's go do this, or hey, let's go do that. It shouldn't be the other way around. You shouldn't be switching the roles. I even talked to my own mother about this, and my mother, because my parents said, my mother basically says the same thing. I wish, your dad was more of a lead. I wish he would be complaining and bitching and moaning. I wish he'd be like, okay, let's just go do this. Let's be done with it. Let's do something. Because there's projects around the house that haven't been done yet. I have a bathroom downstairs that has all the pipe in there, but it's not done. They haven't got the structure, they haven't got the floor in. And we got the sink, we got the shower placement in that. But my dad hasn't got in there to pay anyone to get it done when he has the money to do it. Because, right now that he's working now and he makes a ridiculous amount of money. I can't believe how much money. Anyway, that's not the point. And, to be able to sit there and fork up, say $5,000 to get like a 2-man crew in there, it takes them maybe 2 days to put all the stuff in. Because they got to put in the concrete there. They got to do what they have to do with that and that. And then they put, the toilets and all the stuff in that. And then, the piping and all the stuff. They could easily do that. They put the, the walls in and all that stuff in that. And it would have been done in a matter of like a week. Say like 3 or 4 days. And I have a bathroom. I can go in there, I can do my shower and that, I can have a nice brand new shower. If I bring a woman over to that and say, she wants to take a shower, she can take a shower downstairs and have a nice little shower and that, and have the, have that stuff and that, have towels in there, more or less likely, whatever it is. And same thing with me. And like, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, why doesn't that happen? It's because when he has too much emotions. This is what I researched. He has too much emotions, and emotions don't get shit done. Because you're always thinking about what's in your past or what's in back of you than what's in front of you. You look forward. Your eyes are not in the back of your fucking damn head. They're in the front of your head, which is signaling you to move forward. To see what you want, your desire that you want, to performance. For me, create a YouTube channel, I'm going to try my hardest to keep on doing what I need to do to make it grow. And right now, it's complicated because my bold personality in YouTube doesn't like freedom of speech. So they want you to be this liberal tar type person that sits there all day and wants to complain about people. You know, me hating on men and that is great, but, you know, saying that women need to get control of their lives and that because, you know, that's the issue. And it's actually certain men, they're actually doing this to make a woman do this. And it's like, oh, you can't do that. It's like, oh my God. Or people that talk about racism all the time and say everything's racist because they go against me. It's not racist going against you because you're an idiot. You're a moron. You're uneducated. You're stupid. You're unjust. You just don't know. You choose to do this instead of doing that. You know, whatever it is. It's always bullshit. And it's the same thing with dating that. Men need to know how to date. My God, it's a lot easier than it is hard. So basically what it is, dating itself comes down to understanding. So if men want to understand what dating is being a man. Go to the gym, lift your fucking weights, don't give women too much attention, especially at the gym and that, and it is very difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Most men that sit there and lift weights now, they completely ignore women that are very attractive looking. You know what happens is, then women get massively attractive dudes. Like, I'll look at a girl on that, I'll look at her and that, and I'll look at her and I'll go right to lifting. I'll be doing my back thing in that back machine. There'll be like, there's this one hot black-headed girl in that. I guess she was Indian or she was, you know, more of a tan white woman. And she was very good looking. She was tall. You know, she was around my height and that's super slender, very sexy. That's showing her belly off. Basically, she was wearing a bikini. She's wearing, you know, support. She was wearing a sports bra, shorts, and, you know, and like her stomach was showing in that. Super sexy. So I looked at her. We connected eyes, and I went right to lifting. And I was lifting and lifting and lifting, and I changed my weight because I like supersetting, but just doing multiple weights before I, you know, completely rest. Lifting, grouching and shit. And all of a sudden, she started walking past me. She started, like, getting the attention of me by walking past me. Girls do that a lot. They'll walk past you, they'll show off their body and that. They're like, oh, he's going to like me because, you know, because women really do care about that a lot. They're like, oh, he's going to like me in that because, you know, I look good in that. And I see a lot of other girls that look just as good as her. So I was like, okay. What else are you going to do besides walk by me and say, look at my butt? I got 5 girls that walk by me and say, look at my ass. Are you going to be the one that comes up to me and say, hey, how you doing? I noticed that you're working out really hard. I noticed you're new to the gym. That is exactly what most men want that are like me. I'm not giving you eye contact because you look like I can. I'm giving you eye contact. Yeah, you look good. I'm giving you eye contact because I'm basically telling you that I'm single. But you don't realize that because you haven't even tried to even say hello to me. It happens all the time. I see the same girls up there. It's like, they'll follow me around. If someone ever like watch me, videotape me working out in that, you'll see some of these girls literally will shift over to follow me around, and they do it. And this one girl does it quite often. It's funny as hell. Because I'll be in there like, oh, I'm getting a good pump in. And like, arms get really big in that. I'm feeling really good in that. And all of a sudden, you know, the same girl I know will come over. She'll stay far enough away to not let me notice. But I'm not stupid. I already noticed it. And she'll start sitting there. She'll start doing like, she'll start working out a little bit. And then when she sees me walk by and that, she'll wait just a brief moment. Maybe like five or so minutes. And then all of a sudden she'll follow where I'm at. And like if she was doing arms, she'll start doing back. I'm like, okay, I know a lot of women don't like doing back and chest and arms as much as men do. No, they sit on the butt machines forever. They'll sit on the fucking squat racks and they'll look in the mirror and check out their butts. I already know that. Shit's priceless. I have nothing wrong with it, but I think it's funny. And, you know, it's just like I'll constantly be seeing that happen. And the proof of it is, I've been seeing it multiple times. It's my, like, second or third week going to that Planet Fitness. And I've been seeing mostly, like, the same girl up there. She's a brunette. She's very beautiful in that. She doesn't smile a lot, but she's very pretty in that. She got a great body in that. But I just noticed the shifting to follow me around. She's massively attracted to me, it seems like. And, like, it's funny. I'm just like, okay. It's like, when are you going to ever say anything to me? Because, you know, I don't. It's like, well, men have to talk to them about. I mean, if I'm working my ass off on that, I ain't got time to chitter chatter because I'll lose my focus and also I won't be working out. That's what always happens when I talk too damn much. I'll I'll just not even think. I'll just keep on talking. Sorry, I get my remote control blowjob. This is getting a little dusty. 100% gay, YouTube, I promise. 100%. Oh my god, YouTube's so fucking dumb with that shit. But yeah, we'll see what happens today. I do want to videotape myself going to the gym and that because I can't post shit anyway unless I put it on my computer. But you know, maybe one of these days I will. Maybe one of these days I'll walk around and I'll, you know, have my phone on that and I'll like videotape me working out or videotape, like do simple recordings of me lifting weights and shit or whatever it is. I'll have to see because it's going to be really hard to do by myself. You know, I mean, by law I can do that. I can always record myself. And I'll record it. I'll record, you know, these girls like looking at me and then they'll walk by me multiple times a day. And it's priceless. Man, I haven't seen any of those camera girls that said they're like guys that are like walking around, like looking at their butts. Because the girls will like hunch over and they'll spread their ass cheeks out and that, and they'll sit there like watch for a guy looking. Girl, if you got that fat of a butt and you're spreading your booty cheeks and that with your little ass elastic pants on, of course guys are gonna fucking look. And then guys will sit there like these bodybuilder guys. I've been seeing that these bodybuilder guys have been sitting there. Guys who lift a lot of weights out there, sitting there like they'll get in arguments with her. It's like how about you don't do that? Like, what do you mean? It's like, well, if you don't want to be eye candy, girl, then don't wear the clothes you're wearing. If you don't want to be eye candy, maybe you shouldn't be bending over every damn time when a guy walks by, because that's literally what you're doing. You act like I can't look at you. Well, I got eyes in front of my head. I'm gonna look. That's what men do. Well, it's creepy. It's like, well, okay, well, it's creepy. It's not that you're doing that in front of a man. It's not creepy because I'm exactly the point. It's stupid. And the irony's changing now because now they're getting toasted on the internet for it. And now it's backlashing. Now they're going to stop doing it because men are getting tired of the bullshit. Yeah. Once when a man starts doing their leadership role, women, hate to say it, will fall in line. So once when men get tired of women's bullshit, they'll say their mind. They'll say, hey, you're ridiculous. You're an idiot for doing that. You know, you need to stop because you're making men look like shit when they're not bad men at all. They're good men. They work really hard and that. They have all this money and you're just taking the easy way out of life. Okay, cool. Beans, do what you want to do. But don't mock men that built the world that you live in. That's it. People hate hearing that. Men built the world. We went to war to salvate our nation so you can live in the fucking thing that we built as men. Because I don't mind working. I like it. I enjoy working and get my mind into stuff and that. Playing around with objects and that, whatever it is. You know, and that's what I would say. Men are more of a thing type person. Women are more people type people. That's the reason why a lot of women go into nursing, babysitting, and stuff like that. They fall around people and that. You don't see as many guys get into that stuff and that. More or less it's women. That's why that's why most men are doctors. Why? Because, you know, you can't be emotional. You being a doctor, you have to be point on. As soon as you fidget your hand, you chop someone up to the inside, they die. You know, scalpels are sharp. But that's what the whole mentality of it is. And, you know, the more people think about that, that's just how it's always going to be. It's just like when you see, like, once in a while, you'll see, like, a woman carpenter and that. And I know, personally, people that used to be carpenters that they'll stay carpenter, they'll talk about that, and you ask them, well, how hard is your job? Carrying a lot of stuff, it's difficult, you know. And they'll say it. They'll say, I'm not as strong as a man, so it's actually harder for me. You know, most of these men can pick up 100 pounds and carry it on their shoulder and walk around with it like it's no problem. But a woman that, say, is 140 pounds, trying to pick up 100 pounds, it's actually really difficult. And there's a huge difference. Like yesterday, I picked up like an 80-pound like little wooden chest that had stuff in that. I had to grab it by the bottom, and I grabbed it on the top like this, and I picked it up, and I was walking it in the room. And it was barely, I would say it was probably close to about 80 pounds. It felt heavier because it was so big, and I had to wrap my arms around like this. But, could you see, a woman doing that? No. And this is when we have the problems. This is why people always say that. It's like, dude, let things be. I know YouTube's probably going to give me a hate speech fucking strike, which I doubt because I'm not saying anything ridiculous bad, but that's just how it is, It's just people complain about the stuff in that, and then when you see it, most people don't see in that. When you see in that, like, you just like, oh my god, what? Like, I'm trying to get one of the guys that work in that to go to the gym. Because he says his girlfriend goes to the gym all the time. Like, dude, your girlfriend's going to the gym and you're not? Well, yeah, she goes to the gym all the damn time. She goes to the gym, she works out. Yeah, she probably goes to the gym, she works out. If you're not working out with her, there's more or less likely she's trying to find another man. Not all the time, but there's a chance that could possibly happen. She'll find a man that has that mentality. And the biggest thing I see is this person acts like a little kid. He is very intelligent. Very intelligent person, but he acts like a little kid, and women sense that they're trying to find a fucking man. Because women mature more than men do. Teenage women are always 3 to 4 years ahead of maturity for the most part when they're looking for a man. So they're always going for a man older. If they can get someone that's more accomplished or more stable or becoming more stable, they're actually becoming more of a man. They're working more. Their ideas are, becoming true in that. They're going to go for that instantly because that's what they want. So I'm going to tell this kid, I'm going to tell him, like, start going to the gym with me because, you don't work a lot of hours in that. We can start going to Planet Fitness together and I told him about that. He's like, well, my girlfriend, goes to Planet Fitness too. It's like, well, your girlfriend can't go with us. That's not the point because, she's going to watch me lift weights and I don't want her to get attracted to me because that's your woman. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a chance it could. And I don't want that. Because to me, it's like, she should be thinking about you and only you. As soon as you start shifting over to another man, that's when you start having problems. It does happen like that. Not all the time, but it happens enough. And actually, what is the date? Tomorrow my strike has been off. So I'm going to go to get some pre-workout on that, get shit going. I'll probably be back home later, tell you about what happened there. We'll do a Planet Fitness summary in that. I'll probably just put it on here. Like, just talks Planet Fitness. And we'll talk about it. Okay, well, I'm going to fuck off. You guys have a good one.